Alright, welcome back everyone, welcome back to another week, another edition of the Tenacious Turtle Tussle number 11. I'm of course your host, VIP, and with me, I'm joined by the tournament itself, and the people in the chat of course, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited because this is an event that we've had to postpone in the past due to a low amount of signups, but this week we have the players that we need, and this week we can actually run our tournament. Feels good, man. Feels good, man. And here we go, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of the bottom left-hand corner of Alkioni. We have the American Terran player representing the Cranky Ducklings. He is one of our own. He is Dolan. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the pink Protoss player, a regular in the chat and a long-time supporter, representing Clan Bud Air. It is Saundo. Let's go. I mean, I shout out to Saundo because, you know what, if it wasn't for Saundo, we wouldn't be able to host this event. We would not have the amount of check-ins needed to actually run the event itself. !B in the chat if you guys wish to have a look at the back of yourselves to catch up with everything that has been going on. But yeah, it's great. It's beautiful. We can actually host our tournament. Also, for those wondering, after the event today, we do have a couple of replays to go over, so we will have a replay cast as well, just to catch up with all the viewer-submitted replays that we have been accumulating over the course of the past couple of weeks. So, yeah, look forward to that as well. Just getting things sorted, and yeah, look forward to that as well, as we're just getting into our game, and yeah, we'll see what Saundo can offer here. Saundo, he's a lovely viewer. You know, he's a lovely person in the chat, but at the same time, doesn't really compete too often either. So I'm ready for some nonsense. And I'm ready to see how Dolan reacts to it as well. Dolan's not the most standard of players either, so I don't really know how this will go. I don't really know what to... Oh! Oh, God. We have a full wall. True. We can't go in, Papi. The SCV has to leave. You're not allowed. No Terran allowed, because we're going back here. But again, Saundo just going for a double gate opener, which is very out of the norm, by the way. That's why Dolan is reacting the way that he is, because this is not a thing that you see too often. So he's throwing down a bunker back at home. He's respecting this quite a lot, which I appreciate. Dolan, he is respecting this, not fully aware. Oh my God! the control! The micro! Oh, he doesn't get hit! You're an animal. The Reaper, Papi. Behind this we have, it looks like a mine drop being set up here with this armory. Oh boy. Of course, with the army, you will be requiring detection to deal with said widow mines. Another Zealot is going to be welding across. Now we have two more gateways. It's going to be a 4-gate all-in. Eventually into, I imagine, Charge or Blink, as we have our Twilight Council on the way. Unfortunately, the Twilight Council is quite delayed here, so it's going to take a while to really tech into this and a while for this to really get going. Saundo is going to be going across the map, but again, the bunker is now done at this point, and we should be able to hold on to the main base as the Reaper does dive into the main, getting a full scout as well. Zealot does arrive, but will not be allowed into said main again. It will be going down. Reaper across the map wreaking havoc already. Up. Getting one probe, getting two probes, and no. We're going for a Thor drop and drilling claws as well. Papi. I assumed it would be Widow Mines, and it kind of is, maybe, but yeah, you do need an armory to start constructing Thors, so Thors are on the way. Does make sense. No, the Zealot is stuck on the other side, no! The Zealot can't get in. Not like this. We'll get there. We'll get in eventually. 6 probes did go down. The economy of Saundo is now in shambles, and I think we want to end this in style here with this eventual Thor drop. It's coming. It is going to be on the way. CC being thrown down behind this. You know, we could even just float over and take the gold if we really wanted to. If we really wanted to, we could maybe. It's pronounced Saundo. It's Saundo. Look, Saundo, he's never corrected me, okay? I've been calling him Saundo for years, Papi, for years. It's fine. As the Thor is going to be boosting across the map. Saundo's our sugar daddy. Kind of. Here we go. The Thor is going to be jumping in. We do have charge on the way. It's actually going to finish up in 10 or so seconds. But behind this, Saundo, without Blink, is going to have a hard time keeping up with the drop play here of Saundo as we're going straight for the middle line, straight for the probes. The Stalkers are going to try and keep up here. Can go! Go away. Leave me alone. The boys are being pulled as well. 9 more workers go down. We're down to 7. And Dolan, he's a merciful duckling. He will let him live. It's beautiful. Behind this, we do have those Widow Mines on the way. Drilling Claws is done. We still have that armory, so again, we have potential for drop play. We're building up our bio army as well. Working towards our 3-1-1 setup. A pretty standard setup here by Dolan. Again, things have been a little bit chaotic here just because of the opener that Dolan did scout, so he did again respect it quite a lot, and that has kind of disrupted things back at home, but we're getting there as the Zealots are moving out. Charge is done. No Blink, unfortunately, so again, keeping up with drop play is going to be difficult. And no, the mines! Mines are going to be going off. Zealots go down. GG is going to get called, and Dolan will take game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Again, Dolan is coming in as more of a pro player and Saundo a little bit less so, more of an amateur, but I appreciate that Saundo is going to be getting involved as well. I mean, it's not every day that you get to play against a Duckling, so thank you. Do appreciate it. Also, hold on. I need to fix up my green screen. How does it keep moving? Okay, that's better. That is better. And with that, Dolan, he does take the first game. We're going to be getting ready for game number 2 soon thereafter. Beautiful. Oh, let's go. And we are going under the sea. We're going to be loading in to Oceanborn. Let's go. Thor lifting legs is funny. True. The way it angles, it's cute. It's very cute. Think you can have a collab with a passionate StarCraft caster like myself? Oh. I mean, we have a decent amount of casters that we at times bring on. It's been a while though. It's been a while. I mean, it's hard for our Ducklings to be available all the time, right? Like, it's been years since I've casted with Chase, for example. I miss casting with my Chase. Asher is less available nowadays. I may be able to cast with Asher later on tonight. We'll see. Undetermined yet. I was talking to Asher last night and he was like, mate, I'm ruined today, so he couldn't cast last night, but maybe for WTL tonight Asher will be available. Maybe. At least for the first half. Oh, TvT? I didn't even notice. Okay, let's go. Spawning in the... are we remaking? Are we... Oh, we go. Okay, spawning in the top left-hand corner of Oceanborn. We have the American Terran player representing the Cranky Ducklings. Are we going in? Oh. Okay. We're gonna read, yeah? Yeah. We're good. Okay, we'll get back into it. It's all good. Of course, Saundo is a Protoss player. Did accidentally come in as Terran. It's all good. It's I don't know if it's a bug, but fun fact. If you create a lobby, if you construct a lobby, and if a player is set as like a spectator first, and if they get dragged up into the player slots, then it does set it as Terran by default, regardless of what race you typically play. So that is something you do have to bear in mind. I know Dolan, but not our Protoss hero. He's in the chat, Bob. He's in the chat. Always in the chat. Here we go. Now we are actually getting into game number 2 and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Oceanborn. We have our American Terran player representing the representing the Cranky Ducklings. It is Dolan. It's true, Bobby, true. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, playing his dirty, disgusting. Now playing his main race instead of Terran, feeling a little bit more at home. We have the pink Protoss player. It is Saundo. Let's go. Do appreciate it. Again, exclamation RP in the chat if you guys want to have a look back yourselves. We have players like Eon. Eon is also going to be competing tonight. Nice is here as well. And the winner of this series will be facing off against Reaper. Winner of the series will face off against Reaper in the next round. Of course, the American Zerg player. So I do look forward to that. Maybe a bit of a... Oh. Yo, who are we calling out right now? What's going on? Este Saundo. Yeah, a bit of kind of a little bit of a setup here to get into what comes next in the next week in ESL Masters Americas, of course, where all the best players in the Americas are going to be facing off against each other, including players like Reaper, like Dolan, of course. As we kind of have a setup for a cannon rush, but we're not cannon rushing, or are we? Saundo has potential. We do have a Forge. Forge is on the way. We should be throwing down pylons if we do intend on cannon rushing. And cannon rushing a Terran player is not unheard of. Prince did end up beating Maru with a cannon rush back in GSL. Or was it a couple of years ago at this point, pre-COVID? So it's been a while, Bobby. It's been a while. But we can try and commit, but alas, no, we are going to be chilling out back at home instead. But Saundo, you teased us, Bobby. We have the Forge. Probe is going to be going down back at home. Dolan getting into a double gas opener. Into a Rax into factory as well. As a shout out to our lovely turtle in game. It's beautiful. And it looks like it's more of a defensive Forge opener instead. A Forge fast expand in a way. Very Heart of the Swarm-esque. But alas, the cannon is going to be avoided. The Reaper slips into the main base. There is no Zelt. There is no Stalker. And Saundo is in quite a bit of trouble. There are 0 units to defend. Again, he was relying on the cannon to keep him safe, but alas, Reapers don't care about your entryways into the natural. They have Reaper cliffs instead. 3 probes go down, and Dolan is going to be able to back off. We'll back off for the time being. Behind this, we're getting to our into our 1-1-1 setup. CC on the low ground. And we'll see what kind of direction Dolan takes us in. There's no armory this... Oh. Oh, no. Don't do it, Papi. Don't do it. We have a fusion core, and we can go for an add-on swap as well. This is looking like a BC opener here from Dolan. And Saundo is none the wiser at the moment. Oh, God. Ooh, yes. Reaper has to be very careful with how it dances. Can't be too close to the cannon, Papi. As unfortunately there's no Twilight Council or Stargate. If we had either or, then we could have something to deal with said BC once it does move out, whether it's Blink Stalkers or Phoenixes, or even Void Rays with said Stargate. But at the moment, Saundo isn't quite set up for that. Again, the Forge here just for cannons, no rush into any upgrades or anything of the sort. There it is. We do have the Fusion Core done, and the first BC will soon be on the way once we do have enough resources for it. We do have the money. Our Reaper does get across the map. Is once again getting a full scout, confirming the lack of tech. There is now a cannon in the main mineral line as well, but not in the natural mineral line, and another probe will go down. And Dolan at this point is just going to be chilling. He's just going to be waiting here for his first BC. Got a tank on the way as well, and yeah, for those wondering, this isn't something you typically see in this matchup. BC openers are not really a thing. I will always remember, I think it was Quanta versus Chance. Quanta versus Chance a couple of months ago, where Quanta actually did make BC work against Protoss. It was actually very impressive. It wasn't a BC opener, but it was a BC follow-up. I think after a Cyclone opener, was able to pull that off, and yeah, it's not something you get to see every day. So I appreciate it. Yamato's being researched as well, so we're going to be doubling down here on BCs. Meanwhile, back at home, Saundo, his take of choice is going to be a Robo. So alas, will not really have much to deal with this battle cruiser. He's going to have some stalkers on the ground, but the BC teleports across the map and is going to be diving. Oh my goodness. It's going to be diving behind the mineral line, going straight for those workers, and even without Yamato, these two soldiers are going to have a hard time engaging here as the BC does dip on in. Out of range of the cannon. Stalkers are going to do what they can, and you know what? They're going to be able to get some damage done here, but yeah, the BC turns back around, and we can focus on the Stalkers. Oh, one after the other. We are warping in additional Stalkers to eventually deal with this, but until that happens, 11, 12 birds are going to be going down. And we have more BCs on the way, Papi. Not like this, not like this. Additional Stalkers are going to be coming in as well, but as they trickle in one after the other, they are going to get picked up. Potentially, no! He's gonna be repairing. Not like this. I mean, the Immortal can at least attack the mules, to be fair. Oh, we can't repair. Come back. The Immortal can at least deal with that, and the BC may go down. No, never mind. Yamato is now done at this point. Second battle cruiser is going to arrive. The mules were dealt with, and Dolan is now working on his third TC, and we're going to teleport across the map and head to the other mineral line. Saundo actually had a decent worker count. If these pros weren't killed, he'd actually have a good economy. But alas, the workers, they are going down in both mineral lines at this point. Do manage to warp in a wave of Stalkers, and we can deal with this VC. Can it now deal with it? Behind this, we're going into mech. We got 2 more factories on the way. And the battle cruisers have since successfully crippled the economy here of Saundo. There's 20 workers left, barely a 1-base economy here for our Protoss player. Back at home, Dolan, he's just, building himself up towards his tank production. He can dip into Cyclones if he so wanted. Stargate is now thrown down for Saundo, but again, it's quite a late Stargate, and at this point, I don't think we're really too concerned with these BCS, with these battle cruisers anymore. They could die at this point, and I mean, they've already paid for themselves. So they are going to be repaired. Yeah, mech against Protoss. Again, not something. It's something that we have seen a little bit more frequently in the new patch. It is something that players have been playing around a lot more with. Shout out to TY. TY. He's an animal. As we're throwing down another Stargate as well. Okay, double Stargate potentially going to. So, fun fact: coming into this, Saundo did message me, and he's like, "Oh, Papi, I want to make carriers." And okay, we're making void rays. So we're being a little bit more sensible. Void rays are on the way. Oh, the battle cruisers are now topped up, and they're coming back in. They have 1 Yamato each, and we may not even get to see the mech come into play because we can shut down these Stalkers with said Yamatos. Yeah, they're gonna go to town. GG. Good luck gets called, and Dolan will take the series 2-0. But a shout out to Saundo. Shout out to Saundo, Poppy. I said it before, but again, if Saundo didn't sign up, then we wouldn't be able to actually even host our event. So we appreciate it. We do appreciate it. GG, well played. And much love to Saundo, as we actually are going to be casting some more Saundo later on. He did redeem a replay cast, which we will be covering later on tonight. Later on tonight. So GG, well played. Congratulations to Dolan. And we are going to be getting ready here for our next series, as it looks like we did end up having a walkover. So exclamation mark B in the chat if you guys wish to have a look at the brackets. We can quickly switch our scenes over and have a look ourselves.